Skol, Vikings fans. Picture this. A lifelong Vikings supporter and teacher gets the surprise of her dreams when a franchise legend steps into her classroom. Today, we're diving into an epic story inspired by the Vikings' incredible knack for making fans closer to the team we all bleed purple for. What happens when fandom meets heart? Stick around to find out, and let's unpack this Vikings news moment. Imagine a teacher, let's call her Teacher, who's been using the Viking spirit to inspire kids at a unique Minnesota school. She's got a stack of trading cards from a certain Vikings legend, none other than the iconic Viking legend. This teacher's classroom is practically a shrine to our purple and gold, and her students? They're learning life lessons through the lens of Vikings pride. How cool is that? Now, picture Teacher recording a video, gushing about why Viking legend is her all-time favorite. She's mid-sentence, talking about his jaw-dropping catches, when, boom, the door swings open, and in walks Viking legend himself. The room erupts. Teacher's jaw hits the floor as Viking legend flashes that Hall of Fame grin and jokes. Heard the Vikings need another wide receiver. What's your reaction if you were in that room, Vikings fans? Drop it in the comments. This moment feels straight out of a Vikings fairy tale, right? Viking legend, a hero from 1990 to 2001, isn't just a legend for his 1,101 receptions or 13,899 yards. Franchise records. By the way, he's a symbol of what makes us love this team. Heart and hustle. Moments like this show why the Vikings are more than a team. They're a family. Let's keep this energy going as we dive deeper. The surprise doesn't stop there. Viking legend hands Teacher a sign number 80 jersey, saying, "This is for your incredible support and for using the Vikings to teach kids to do the right thing." Can you imagine holding that jersey? Teacher's eyes are misty, and the kids are losing it. This is the kind of moment that reminds us why we're Vikings fans for life. Let's talk about Teacher's school for a sec. It's a place for 18 to 21-year-olds chasing their dreams in a non-traditional setup. Using sports to teach grit and teamwork? That's next level. The Vikings have always been about community, from player visits to youth programs. Ever seen a Vikings event in your town? Share your story below. We want to hear it. This jersey handover isn't just a gift. It's a nod to the Vikings' legacy. Viking legend stats: 6th in NFL history for receptions, 4th in touchdowns, are unreal. But his impact off the field? That's what makes this moment hit home. Vikings news like this fires us up, doesn't it? What's the ultimate Vikings surprise you'd want? Now, let's rewind to why Viking legend is such a big deal. From 1990 to 2001, he and guys like Randy Moss formed the most electric receiving duos in NFL history. 8 Pro Bowls, a 2013 Hall of Fame induction. Viking legend's resume screams greatness. But showing up for fans like Teacher? That's what cements his legend status. Think about it. Teacher grew up collecting Viking legend's trading cards. Maybe you've got a stash of Vikings memorabilia too. What's your prized piece? For Teacher, this surprise is like every Christmas morning rolled into one. It's proof the Vikings care about their fans. From the front row at US Bank Stadium to classrooms across Minnesota. The suspense is building, right? What's next in this story? Maybe Viking legend sticks around, tossing a football with the kids or sharing stories from his Vikings glory days. These moments make Vikings news so special. They bridge the past and present. Who's your favorite Vikings legend, and why? Let's get that comment section popping. Halfway through, and this story's got us hyped. Imagine the kids at Teacher's school, buzzing about Viking legend's visit. They're not just learning math or science. They're seeing what it means to chase dreams Viking style. The team's community work, like player visits and school programs, logged over 7,000 hours last year, per Vikings.com. That's impact. Teacher's probably still clutching that signed jersey, reliving every second. Moments like this don't just happen. They're why we stick with the Vikings through every nail-biting game. What's a Vikings memory you can't stop thinking about? Whether it's a game or a personal moment, share it below to keep the Skol spirit alive. This visit isn't just a feel-good story. It's a reminder of the Vikings' bigger mission. From Viking Legends era to today's stars like Justin Jefferson, our team's about lifting each other up. Vikings news like this keeps us glued to the purple and gold. What do you think the Vikings will do next to surprise us? Let's zoom in on Viking Legend's legacy. His 110 touchdowns, fourth all-time in the NFL. His clutch grabs in the clutch, priceless. But showing up for Teacher shows he's still catching hearts. The Vikings have a knack for these surprises. Remember when they gifted a fan Super Bowl tickets? What's the wildest fan surprise you've heard of? The classroom's electric as Viking Legend chats with the kids. Maybe he's dropping wisdom about teamwork or recounting that '98 season. Teacher students are soaking it up, inspired by a living legend. This is what makes the Vikings more than a team. It's a vibe. What lesson would you want Viking Legend to share with kids? We're deep in Vikings territory now, and this story's got us all in our feels. The team's social media post about this visit, if it happened, would break the internet. Vikings fans, would you rather meet a legend like Viking Legend or score front row seats to a playoff game? Tough call. Hit the comments with your pick. As the visit wraps up, Teacher's beaming, her students are hyped, and Viking Legend left a mark. This moment's a snapshot of why we love Vikings news, heart, hustle, and surprises. The team's been doing these fan moments for years, from hospital visits to school pep rallies. Ever been part of one? Tell us. Let's talk numbers. The Vikings community outreach reached over 60,000 kids last year, per their site. That's the kind of legacy Viking Legend carries forward. Teacher's classroom just got a dose of that purple pride. What's the coolest way the Vikings have connected with fans, in your opinion? The suspense is killing us. What's the lasting impact? Maybe Teacher's students start a Vikings fan club or chase their own dreams harder. Stories like this remind us why we're Skull Nation. Vikings fans, what's one way the team could make your day? Drop your dream surprise below. We're nearing the end, but the energy's still sky high. Viking Legend's visit isn't just a one-off. It's a spark. Teacher's classroom is buzzing with ideas, maybe even designing Vikings-themed projects. This is how the Vikings keep their legacy alive, one fan at a time. How do you show your Vikings pride every day?